investigate. No, Raheem, I don't really like him at Chelsea because like I feel like they have so many people like that. But I mean,
He,
they're getting rid of
he's
players
he's
apparently.
better than all of them though.
He is. I mean, and I know they're moving some players like Hakeem Ziyech is leaving and stuff like that, or apparently trying to leave. So I don't know what their plan is, but Raheem Sterling move looks better if Ronaldo's there. Ronaldo's there. It's like, what are you doing? Like, they don't even have anybody. Who's their striker right now?
They don't have any. Like, I guess Timo Werner, who's really not.
He's not a striker.
No, he's not a center forward.
They've told us that since me and you watched him back in the day, and me and you were both like, this man is a winger.
Yeah,
he's not a striker, dog.
And also, they were playing Kai Havertz as like a false. Back? They were playing Kai Havertz as like a false nine.
Is Tammy Havertz coming back? Tammy Abraham coming back?
Oh, he was on loan to Roma, right?
Did they make it permanent?
Good question. I mean, honestly, Tammy Abraham is not it.
Yeah, well, they think he's it because he balled out in Italy.
Oh, dog, you could do that. You know what? Let me check right now because I kind of forgot about him because he's not.
They might want to. They might just use him.
He's really not that good though, dude. Oh no, he transferred to Roma actually.
Yeah, they made it permanent, I believe. They like him a lot.
He transferred.
I think it's kind of cool he went to Italy though. I can respect an English player playing outside England. That's always big love to me. I don't care where it is.
Yeah, no, I don't mind it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And he played well.
Yeah. He had like 18 goals somewhere there, right? He did good.
Mm-hmm. He had 27 total.
Okay, big dog. Hey,
53
him and his goofy kneecaps. I'm glad he's doing something with
He played in every match except for one in the league.
That is actually an extremely impressive stat as well.
Yeah, and
that's getting service out of a loan if I ever seen one. God damn.
Well, he was
starting to ride Pine a little bit at Chelsea too.
Oh no, he hella rode Pine. What's the name? And I think he played in every single of the Conference League matches too. I would imagine it was 14 matches.
Hit that L though, don't forget.
They won it.
Oh yeah, they beat Feyenoord at the end. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He scored 9 goals in Conference League, so he had a pretty good season. Yeah, actually, I'll take it back. He had a really good season.
He had a really good season because I mean, if he did that every year, he'd be a great striker.
Like, yeah, for sure. 17 goals in the league out of 37 matches.
He was a baller in a youth team for Chelsea. I made fun of him when he got called up because he was just bow-legged and running around all goofy. And he was like maybe weighs 135 pounds, but. He's doing his thing out there in Italy. Good for him. I just didn't know if they made it permanent or not.
Yeah, me neither. So yeah, he won't be coming back. But yeah, I think Raheem Sterling is going to be made better with a real striker. Although he is kind of used to playing with the false 9-ish type player at Man City. Maybe it'll be a good time for him to have somebody he can send crosses into. He's a really good player. Okay, I feel like Pep Guardiola kind of pushed him out the more of an activist he became. And like there was a narrative that got pushed out there that he's like washed now. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like I'm watching he's coming off the bench for some reason and he's like balling more than anybody on City. And like you see people in the comments like, oh well, he thought he was as good as Kevin De Bruyne. I'm like, him and Kevin De Bruyne play totally different positions.
Do you remember when they were saying he's washed, but he was leading England in goals in the Euros?
And even leading City too. And I'm like, dog, like he's their most dynamic player. Like you're not going to tell me Riyad Mahrez is more dynamic than him. You're not going to tell me Phil Foden's more dynamic than him. They got Jack back past Jack for 100 million. He's really bad.
He's considerably worse than Sterling. It's kind of crazy when you watch them. I'm like, why even have this guy when you have Sterling? I don't even know why would you gotta get the same guy?
I think Pep saw Raheem Sterling out there being an activist, and he was like, we got to get him out of here, and we got to push this narrative that he's not that good. Because I seen it on ESPN FC, even before the season. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? He's so good. Like last season, he was good. What did he do to become bad all of a sudden? And even when he was playing well, they're not talking about him like he's a great player that he is. So now he's going to Chelsea.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite English players I've ever watched since the beginning. When I started really going hard into soccer, it was like really his debut. He was like a young 16-year-old on Liverpool or 17-year-old. He was a baby. I remember he's a guy I started really looking up the Google Wikipedia search, and he just literally Raheem's rise and like come up as like the beginning of my hardcore soccer watching. So It's just happy I want him to get a move to a place where he's going to play, and hopefully this works out best for him. And if Ronaldo comes, that'll just be kind of cool to link up. You know, that's two talented black guys right there to get it cracking.
Yeah, one's African, one's Jamaican.
Yeah, one's more African than the other, to be honest.
Yeah, the one on the right.
But Cavani, both of them are African. Cavani.
Yeah, Cavani knows where people come from.
Cavani said Ronaldo and Raheem are both born in Africa.
Cavani is aware where the original man originates from.
Cavani sees black man from other countries, says you're from Africa.
Cavani sees a Chinese man and said we're all from Africa. Don't play with me.
If Cavani referred to Minamino as African, then I'm fine with
Watch him do it.